It's Friday, July 18th, 2025. We have some serious weather to talk about today, but before I talk about that, I'm going to talk about something about my videos I put out. I'm gonna try to put out a video twice a week, one on Friday and one on Tuesday. I might not be able to do it every week, or if there's just nothing to talk about, I probably won't do it either. We have some serious weather to talk about, and I'm going to start talking about it. First, I want to talk a little bit about everything. We have some major heat building up in the east right over here, and then we have some severe weather to talk about over here. We have some severe weather over here, and then minimal severe weather in our area, but it's just not a lot of severe weather in our area. The main thing for us is the very concerning heat. The extreme heat risk that's going to unfold over the next week. So today we have a heat advisory in our area. We're seeing some major impacts, but it's not that bad. Saturday, we're seeing some isolated areas of extreme. Sunday, we're seeing more extreme and some major in our area. Monday, more extreme, not even scattered now. It's like widespread extreme and major in our area. Tuesday, we're seeing like our area covered in major. Wednesday, we're starting to see extreme in our area. And then Thursday, we're seeing a lot more extreme. And then as we go farther, I wouldn't be surprised to see it go like widespread extreme in our area, and I wouldn't be surprised to see heat indexes in our area go above 120 as we head into farther in next week. Now I'm going to talk about the severe weather for today. We have a marginal risk in our area. We have a slight risk over here. The tornado threat isn't that high, or it's not even there in our area, but over here we have some severe weather, and it includes some tornadoes possible. And then the wind threat is what's driving our threat. We have a 15% chance of damaging winds here, and so the same with here, and a 5% around it. And then the hail threat is all over here. Now I'm going to talk about the severe weather for tomorrow. We have a big slight risk over up north, and then we have another slight risk here. The tornado threat is pretty low, but we do have a 2% chance right below Chicago, and it goes up into Michigan. Then the wind threat is what's driving this slight risk. You can see we have the 15% chance of damaging winds here, and same with here. And then the hail threat is still just over here and not over here. We do have somewhat of a hail threat, but it's not that big of a hail threat. Then on Sunday, we have another big marginal risk right above us. It's probably going to go on top of us again, so I'll just watch out for more severe weather. On Sunday, we probably have somewhere in here with the tornado threat, and this is most likely driven by a damaging wind threat. We have gobs of flooding to talk about too. Today we have a marginal risk in Virginia, so I'll just watch out for major flooding. We still have this flooding in Louisiana. We don't have a moderate risk anymore, but we still have a slight risk. And then on our area, we have a marginal risk for flooding, but then tomorrow we have a slight risk in our area. I would watch out for some flash flooding possible then. And then the next day there's still more flash flooding. The next day there's more flash flooding. We're in this marginal risk again. And then the next day we have flash flooding. So it's just going to be a very active week in terms of flash flooding, severe weather, all that kinds of stuff. But then we're going to start seeing quiet weather once we start to get a lot of major heat. And that is all the weather talk I have for you today. Please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications on. And don't forget to watch my video on Tuesday. I probably will be able to put out a video on Tuesday. And again, if we have severe weather in the area, David Powell will be going live. Goodbye. I'll see you in the next one.